Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope you are fine, and today we are again here in the geography class and we were doing lesson number 2 of geography. If you remember, globes, latitudes and longitudes. So we have already seen the explanation part through videos. Then we have started with the reading portion and we have almost covered the chapter. Only 2 small things are left and then we will be discussing the book work. So let's recall quickly what we have done. We have discussed about what is globe, that is replica of earth, a model of earth. Then we have seen the shape of the earth, which is spherical, known as geoid, just like an orange. Then we have done latitudes, meaning of latitudes, meaning of longitudes we have done, how many latitudes are there, the lines of parallel, then how many lines of meridians or longitudes you can say we have done. Then we have done the heat zones, different parallels we have done, like parallel of, we have Tropic of Cancer, we have Tropic of Capricorn, we have Antarctic Circle in the south, we have Arctic Circle in the north. Then we have done the frigid zone, the temperate zone, the torrid zone, that is hot zone. So all these things we have already read, and I have also told you the important questions that can be framed from the different respective paragraphs. After that we have discussed about the time, how we can calculate time on the globe using the latitudes and longitudes, and what is grid, the network of lines that we have of latitudes and longitudes. So all these things, the important things have been discussed with you. Only one important point is left, one small paragraph. What is that? It is international date line. What is international date line now? So let's start with the chapter from page number 119. So I just want to read that paragraph for you, and we have also done the full forms, just let me check, of AM and PM. AM stands for anti-meridian and post-meridian stands for PM. So I have made you underline where we can have one objective question. And meridian, we have discussed the origin of the word meridian. If you remember, it is a Latin word meridianus, which means midday. So we have discussed when the sun is above the head, it is 12 noon at that time all over India. So this much we have already discussed. I hope you have read the chapter, you have seen the videos, and the concept is clear to you all. So let's see now what is international date line. Just see, please mark, the 180-degree meridian is called international date line. So there can be 2 marks question or even 1 marks question. What is international date line? So it is 180-degree. International date line, please underline, 180-degree meridian is called international date line, and it is not drawn in a straight line. It is not like this drawn on a map, but then it is in the form of this zigzag line on the map, if you can see. Just mark it. And 180-degree east and west is the same meridian. If we talk of the 4 direction, north, south, east and west, then you will see that in the east also and in the west also it is the same meridian, which is 180 degrees. So it is drawn on the map in a zigzag manner, please underline, to accommodate different countries or group of islands on the side of it. If we cross line from west to east, so if we cross any place from west to east, then we will decrease the time, please underline. So we just subtract a day when we cross the international date line from east to west. So if we are in the west, supposingly here, then 1 day less. So we will minus a day less. So if we are here in the west, 1 day less. If we are here in the east, then we will add 1 day. So this means if you are here Tuesday, supposingly if here is Tuesday, then what will be here? Wednesday. And if it is here Thursday, then what will be here? Wednesday in the west. So it is always in the east we are 1 day ahead, and in the west we are 1 day backward. That means 24 hours backward in the west, whereas 24 hours or 1 day ahead in the east, and it is always 180 degree and in the form of zigzag line. So if you can see this picture of the map, you can see this 180 degree line. So it is international date line, and it has been drawn in a zigzag manner, not in the form of this straight line. So it is zigzag line. So this is what is international date line. This much I wanted you to know today. So with this we finish the reading and the explanation part of this chapter. So I have also discussed the bookwork that was there in between the small paragraphs, but then we have to do with the bookwork today. So let's start the bookwork. Just mark the answers along with me in the book with the pencil itself. So come to page number 121 in your books and see the multiple choice questions are there, 2 multiple choices. The meridian passing through Greenwich is known as dash. 0 degree meridian, latitude or timeline. So the correct answer is option number A, which is 0 degree meridian. We have already discussed the Greenwich, or we can say GMT. If you remember, we have discussed GMT, which means Greenwich Mean Time, and Greenwich is a place in UK, just a few kilometers away from London. I have told you if you remember, and it is always what 0 degree meridian, just prime meridian you can say. So this is always 0 degree meridian. Okay. The meridian passing through Greenwich is known as 0 degree meridian. We calculate the time according to the position of the. How is time calculated? What do we see? The position of the sun, the position of the moon, or both of them? So it is option number A, again A according to your book, and it is the position of the sun. We always see where is the sun. It is above our head, away from the earth, away up, just a little bit slide away from the head. So it is the position of the earth that helps us to calculate the time. Okay. Coming to, this was A part. Coming to B part, that is your fill in the blanks now. Let us see. The places near the poles are said to be dash latitudes. Near the poles, that day also we have discussed. Supposing this is North Pole and this is South Pole. So the places near the poles are said to be in the dash latitudes. It is always high latitudes, and it is very, very cold over there due to frigid zone over there because of the slanting rays of the sun. Okay. The places at the poles remain dash throughout the year. What type of climate is there? Yes, it is very, very cold, frigid zone. Okay. Dash is the imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. That day when I have drawn this shape of earth, then I have told you that this is your 0 degree meridian. This is the line of longitude or meridian you can say. And the parallel line that we have, this is the line passing through the center and divides the earth into 2 halves, and this is known as North Pole. This is South Pole. So it divides the earth into 2 halves. This upper portion is known as Northern Hemisphere, and this portion is known as Southern Hemisphere. This line of equator divides it into 2 parts. So it is the equator is the imaginary line. Which is the imaginary line? Equator. All these lines, be it parallels or meridians, are the imaginary lines that we have drawn just to calculate the place. Okay. The dashed zone receives slanting rays of the sun. We have done 3 zones: frigid zone, temperate zone, and torrid zone. Now tell me which zone receives the slanting rays of the sun. Is it torrid, is it frigid, or is it temperate? Yes, it is temperate zone. Okay. Frigid zone almost receives no rays of the sun. That is why it is very, very cold. So it is temperate zone that receives the slanting rays of the sun, and in the frigid it is very, very less rays. Okay. Carrier experiences sunrise before dash. It is Canton in his eastern USA. So it is Canton. Only we will mention the place. It is Canton. Okay. Next you have C part which says match the columns. Okay. I'll just give you the series at the last. First you just match on, write down the numbers. Okay, towards the right hand side. International date line. We have already done it is 180 meridian. Just now we have done it is 180 meridian. So it is B part, that is option number 1. Okay, next you have latitudes. Latitudes are the imaginary lines parallel to equator. So these are what? Parallel lines, parallel to equator. These are what? These are the lines of latitude. Okay. Imaginary lines that run parallel to the equator and they do not meet anywhere. Okay. Longitudes. What are longitudes then? Imaginary lines running from north to south pole. So these are again the imaginary lines that are running from north pole to the south pole. So these are the lines of longitude. So it is option number F in your book, that is 3. Okay. Prime meridian. What is prime meridian? Prime meridian is this 0 degree longitude. This is line of longitude and it is assumed to be 0 degree meridian. So it is which option number longitude? It is option number D on the right hand side, which is answer to number 4. Coming to Allahabad, number 5. So it is always assumed to be 82.5 degree east. Allahabad, we have assumed a standard time for whole of the country so that we don't get confused at what time we need to start from where. So Allahabad is city in the east which is assumed to be 82.5 degree east. Okay. Then you have the Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree north. When I was talking of the various parallels, the Tropic of Cancer, Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle along with the equator, I have given you the degrees over there. We have seen the diagram if you remember. So let's recall it once again. So let us see that you have asked you Tropic of Cancer. It is in the north part. So the area just above the equator and below the Arctic Circle, what you have Tropic of Cancer, and it is 23.5 degree north. Similarly, we have Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south. But they have asked you what here? Tropic of Cancer. So we will write 23.5 degree north. So now just see the series. It comes to be 215463. 215463. So this should be your series when you get all your answers. So just match it along with me. Okay. So next you have multiple choice questions again on the next page, that is page number 122. So let's do that also. Come to number 1. The world has been divided into dash time zones. How many time zones are there? The world, if we talk of 15, 20 or 24. So it is option number C according to your book, that is 24 time zones we have divided the world into. Okay. The standard meridian of India passes through. Standard meridian, which is assumed, which city is assumed to have a standard time for the whole country? It is Delhi, Haridwar or Allahabad. Just now we have discussed it is Allahabad. So it is again option number C according to your books. So with this we finish the book work. Then we have some short question answers or differences or long question answers that we need to do it in our notebook. So I'll be sending you the PDF file of this. So you have to do the question answers accordingly in your notebook. We have differences between latitudes and longitudes, then torrid zone and frigid zone. Then short questions are there, long questions are there. We are not going to do the horse and we are not going to do the value base. So just a short question answers, differences and long question answers that I'll be sending you. Then what you have to do is there is one activity given in your books that you need to do, and what I want you to do is just see, observe the globe and note the latitudes and longitudes of the following cities into the chart given below. You have to see the globe, and using the globe you will look the latitudes and the longitudes of the various countries and the cities that they have given you, and you will write the degrees of latitudes and degrees of longitudes in your book in this table respectively. So this is your homework for today. Along with completing the book work, you will also read the chapter once again and you will complete this chart, that is activity, in your book itself. So this is your homework, you need to do that. So with this we finish the chapter, lesson number 2. And there is one important announcement for you all. When I was checking your notebooks, I found that many of you have not completed your work. You have left either one chapter of history, 2 chapters of history, or many of you have not even started civics and geography. So dear children, if you are going to do this way, then we will be lagging behind. And in the next time when you have your exam, this time I have given you only one chapters of the 3. But next time you will be getting more chapters because you will be having term exams and it will be of more marks. And let me tell you that 20 marks are kept for your internal assessment, in which we will be judging your behavior. Although we are not there to monitor you, but then whenever we have your online classes, we will see how you behave in the online class, how you come online, whether you are punctual on time, and then whether you are attending your classes regularly. So then marks are there for your copy completion. So these all matters a lot. So there will be separately 10 marks kept or 20 marks kept for your completion of the notebook. So please do complete your notebook. Whatever PDF files are sent to you, do it in the notebook, and that too in a very good handwriting. So this is a small instruction from my side. So now when I give you the work, I want the book work or whatever copy we do, so that work should be uploaded on the Google Classroom after 2 days. I'll give you 2 days to complete your work, and after 2 days I'm not going to check that work. So it should be uploaded over there, and I'll mark you as in the attendance we mark. So I'll mark whether you have done it within 2 days or no. After that I'm going to deduct your marks. So this was small tip for you that you need to complete your work on time. Okay, now we have to start the second chapter from the civics, that is diversity and discrimination. As discussed with you, we were just completing our pending syllabus of May. We have still not started with the syllabus of July. 2 chapters were pending. One we have already done, that was chapter number 2 of geography, and another one we are going to start with diversity and discrimination. Today I'll just give a brief description that we have already done. What is diversity, so that you are just in your tune when we start tomorrow about stereotypes, what are prejudice. Then we will be discussing again what is diversity or discrimination, what is inequality. So these things will be taking up, but before that let us recall once again what is diversity. So what is diversity? As the name suggests, diversity is diverse. Diverse means भिन्न तरह के, अलग तरह के प्राणी. India is a diverse country with lot many culture, traditions, people following different languages. We celebrate many festivals, we speak different languages, we wear different types of dresses. Then our food habits are different. We follow different religions, festivals. So even our physical features are not same. Not 2 persons you will find unique. They are unique, they are not identical, they are not same in most of the cases, if we say except the twins case. So this shows that there is diversity in India, in everywhere. In every place you go, there are different ways of celebrating the same festival. If I talk of harvesting festival, it is different. It is called Baisakhi in Punjab, then Onam, Bihu. So different names are there. Then it is called mango showers in West Bengal. So this way the same festival is celebrated but by different names. So there is diversity. But then diversity doesn't divide us all. It shows that despite this diversity we are one and we are not to follow inequality. So we are going to take this topic up, and I'll be sending you videos also so that the concept is clear. Please enjoy the video and let's start the new concept.